Hello, hello, and welcome. Your boy's back, Mr. Inconsistency himself, or you can just call me Mr. Talk. Uh, I'm here with a different kind of video today. Every time I leave, take a couple months off, not a couple, maybe some years off, come back with some different content. But I will be back with the Undead Unluck stuff. I just caught up. There's going to be a new chapter coming out on Viz in a couple days, so I'll wait until that chapter comes out and I'll hit up a review, hopefully. I'm not making any promises. Like I said last time, life just gets in the way. But today, I just want to talk about a really, really important topic to me, and it's probably an important topic to a lot of people in the One Piece community. Is Mihawk a fraud? You know, I love this whole new meta of calling people a fraud. Anyone can be a fraud now, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I do actually like this new meta of the fraud stuff because you can just call anyone a fraud and it creates some debates because some people just don't do enough in One Piece. But Mihawk being a fraud, this topic, I was inspired to make this video by that One Piece Talk podcast. I've been listening to them a lot lately. They're really good podcasts, so I'm not taking a dig at them or anything. But yeah, I've been seeing the fraudulent accusations coming a lot from Larry on that show. I love those guys, by the way. If they happen to see this, what up, guys? I love you guys. And basically, if you can't tell already, I don't think Mihawk's a fraud. I believe in his World's Strongest Swordsman title. And you know what, I'll just get into it off the bat there. There's a whole debate about this Strongest Swordsman title, what it really means. A lot of people saying like, oh yeah, the Japanese means it's the most skilled with a sword. I don't... Yeah, you can think that, but in my opinion, it just means the dog's the strongest. Like, the literal meaning of strongest, not like he's the best at fighting with a sword. Not about the sword technique. You get the arguments like, oh, it means he's the most skilled swordsman. You know, he can use the strong blade and he can use the gentle blade. But in my opinion, like, who's really checking on that? So are you telling me there's some guy in One Piece that's following Mihawk around, critiquing his sword skill, like, or watching other swordsmen fight and being like, oh, he has a nice blade swing arc, or like something like that. His slashes are really accurate or whatever. No, there's no one checking on that. It's just like he went, fought someone with a sword, beat that person with a sword, and that's about it. It's not about the skill of the sword. It's if he can beat someone with a sword, and just like inherently, like any layman would be like, oh, he's the better swordsman because he beat him with a sword. You know what I mean? And that just like filters into the next point of like perhaps maybe that these titles in One Piece are all fraudulent. For example, Whitebeard's title of the World's Strongest Man, he obviously wasn't the World's Strongest Man at the time of Marineford. But you gotta see with Whitebeard's title, he probably had that title when he was the World's Strongest Man, and he just hasn't been beat up until that point. Same with Mihawk. He hasn't been beat up until this point. He had to be called the World's Strong for someone else to be called the world's strongest swordsman. And the only fraudulent titles are the ones given by the world government, like Kuma's title. The ones given by the world, like the world's greatest swordsman or the world's strongest man, I believe those are actual true because those speak to real people's experience with them. Yeah, now, and there's also the claim that Mihawk might not know Conqueror's Haki, and I don't think that's true at all. You can't be the strongest, have the title of the strongest, without having Conqueror's Haki. And he's also fought with Shanks, who we know has Conqueror's Haki. How are you fighting with Shanks to a draw without using advanced Conqueror's Haki? Tell me, please tell me how, because it doesn't make sense. Also, Zoro now has Conqueror's Haki, so you tell me Zoro's endgame opponent won't have Conqueror's Haki to match up to his. So Zoro's gonna turn up to Mihawk and teach him something. Teach him something in that fight. Come on, guys. Nah, Mihawk probably does have Conqueror's Haki. If he doesn't, I'll be really surprised. That would just mean his armament Haki is on another like level, really. If he's like competing with Shanks with Conquerors with just ornament, but I don't think you can draw off a Conqueror's Haki user using just ornament, like really advanced ornament. I don't think so. And just because he's allowing himself to be viewed as underbuggy doesn't mean he's not showing attributes of a conqueror. Because I feel like that's kind of an attribute of a conqueror, like making Like allowing people to think you're under this weak guy shows that you're pretty secure in yourself. You're pretty secure in your abilities. I don't need the hype. I don't need this and that. I'm just here. I'm just here, just trying to chill. I know I'm strong as fuck. If someone tries to pull up on me, I'll end them with the quickness. It doesn't really matter to him. And he doesn't want to fight Shanks and Blackbeard and the other Yonko. Because why would he want to? Why would he want to have that hassle on him? He's just trying to live the quiet life. If he goes fights a Yonko, then his bounty goes up. Then he's more infamous. Then more people are after him. It doesn't make any sense. Plus, Blackbeard's not a swordsman. He don't business with that. Shanks don't got an arm. He don't business with that. So yeah, he has no motivation to fight these guys. So why would he fight them for Buggy? And in my opinion, I kind of just think he doesn't want to like take out Shanks because that's his boy, you know. Because he was drawing with him before. He was drawing and he lost an arm. You think you're going to get stronger after losing an arm? You're not going to get stronger after losing an arm. You're drawing and now... Come on now. You're drawing and now you lost an arm. You're going to get washed, bro. Nah, but I'm joking, really. In all seriousness. Mihawk has the better sword skills, but I think Shanks might have the better Haki, Conqueror's Haki, like Conqueror's coating and all that. So... I think in the end they're probably about even. And I wouldn't mind if one's above the other, if Shanks is a bit stronger than Mihawk or if Mihawk's a bit stronger than Shanks. But to call Mihawk a fraud, I feel like they could be equals. They could be equals. Why can't they be equals? Why is one guy gotta be stronger than the other? Why can't they still just, if they fought now, it'd still come to a draw? And maybe, yeah, Shanks would have been stronger if he had his two arms, and Shanks would have been better than him, but that's not the world we live in right now. Shanks only got one arm. Mihawk is the world's greatest swordsman. Shanks holds a sword. He's not called the world's greatest swordsman, so he's never beat him to take that title away. So they're either even or very, very close in power, in my opinion. And to those who say that Shanks can just punch Mihawk, come on, really? 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 Why is he carrying around a sword then? Why is that his main thing he pulls out to fight then? Like, unless you're telling me he's gonna grow a Conqueror, a Haki other arm to replace his missing one, then he ain't punching him, bro. And if he's gonna try and go for the punch, Mihawk will slice that thing, bro. He's gonna try and punch Mihawk's sword. You think his punch is faster than his sword swing? Really? I feel like a sword swing probably gonna be faster than a punch. So all in all, I don't think Mihawk is a fraud. I think his title of the world's greatest swordsman is true. No one's beat him yet. I don't think it's a skill thing because I don't think anyone in the One Piece world is actually critiquing these fights to look at the swordsmanship skill of it, or like his opponent afterwards like, damn, I beat him, but his sword skills were way better than mine. So I'll give him the title. I'll tell everyone that he's actually a better swordsman than me, or something like that. It don't make no sense. It's as simple as he fought someone with a sword and he beat that person with a sword. That's probably why he's called the Marine Hunter. He's probably hunting Marines with swords. And like, you have a sword. I heard you're strong. You're a Vice Admiral. I heard you're strong. Like, you got a sword. Let's see if you can beat me in the sword matchup. And that's about it. He just beat them in the sword matchup. So thank you guys for listening to this video. It's been a real pleasure to be back. I love making videos. I just like talking, getting stuff off my chest. Peace out. I forgot what I was going to use as a catchphrase, so later.